I am here with Paula, and Paula, we are in your car. What is this car and how long have you owned it?
I have a BYD Atto 3, which I've owned since early June last year, and I absolutely love it.
How brilliant. So that would have been, so the Atto 3 was released in Australia, I think the deliveries were around September 2022, so you would have been one of those early people, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
And an unknown brand, because this was their first model, wasn't it?
Yes, yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're not from Australia, there are so many of these cars on the road. There's well over 16,000 at this point. And it's a great car. It's got this fabulous light bar across the front. And it looks nice. Like, it's a good looking car.
It is. And it's got, people have gotten here. I've had a friend who's had a Mercedes and she's gotten here and she thought it looks really nice.
That's
so
nice.
I thought, that's good.
And actually, one of the things about the BYDs I really noticed was the build quality. I just thought they're like, there's nothing cheap about this car. You get in and go, wow, this is quite amazing. So you've had it all this time. Do you drive more or less, do you think, now that you own this?
I probably drive more than I did before.
Why is that?
It's cheaper to run.
How do you charge it?
Mainly at home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have solar?
No, we don't have solar. We rent, so we don't have solar on our roof, which I would, disappointed, but
Yeah.
it's the landlord's choice.
Do you have a special EV plan or something like that?
At the moment, no. We're just on Amber.
Right.
Because I wanted a smart meter so I could then go for time of use.
Right.
And Amber was pretty much the only way I could get a smart meter, so we're sticking with them for a bit and then we'll change. We'll re-examine the issue.
Yeah. So you can charge, I assume, during the day when it's very, very cheap.
Yeah, day when it's cheap, or I'm often not home during the day, so overnight is usually when we charge.
Yeah, cool. Would you ever go back to a petrol car?
Never.
I have yet to find anyone who answers yes to that. Oh, that's so funny. So obviously you bought the BYD, so
Yes.
that would have been a bit of an unknown quantity. How did you decide to buy this car?
We went for a test drive. We liked it. As I said, we went to the EV drive day at Eastern Creek within
What else did you drive on the drive day?
A Tesla Model 3 and a Cupra Born.
Okay. All quite different.
Yes, yeah.
And different shapes.
The Tesla's nice. The build quality is very good. But this I like better. And I don't like the closed ecosystem that Tesla is.
That's true. Yeah. This has Apple CarPlay, doesn't it?
Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both wireless now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm Android. Again, because Apple's a closed ecosystem.
Right. I'm such a closed ecosystem person. I'm trapped. I'm well and truly trapped. But yeah, one of the things that I actually noticed about this car, the inside is there's a lot going on in the inside of this car. And I couldn't quite understand it until you see this cabin at night. And it's actually really, really beautiful. All of the little sort of divots and grooves in the car are all highlighted by the lights around the cabin. And it's really lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, the ambient lighting is seal.
Oh yeah, BYD seal, there you go. Actually, I'm seeing a lot more of those.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm seeing more of those lately than ever before. So you have a doggy. In terms of your lifestyle and how you get around in your car and that sort of stuff. Yep. So the car met those needs in terms of.
Yeah, it met the needs. It had the boot has it's a bigger boot than the Cupra Born, and you can't really stick a Greyhound in the boot of an M3.
Well, you could, but you'd probably have RSPCA coming after you.
I don't think the dog would be particularly impressed about that either.
No, lots of room, but not much else to do in there. True. Yeah, it is very practical for a doggy, I have to say.
And this has got roof racks as well. We've put a pod on there. I've got a pod that I use when we do long weekends away. So
do you do any kind of camping in this car, anything like that?
We are about to. We have got a tow bar recently. Model Y.
Model Y.
We got a tow bar recently, and we're about to buy a camper trailer, the ones with the tent that folds out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But how much can you tow on this car?
Braked 750 kilos, 700 kilos unbraked.
Wow. Okay.
And the trailer's about 350 kilos, so
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So you would be able to use your vehicle to load then, doing all that, yeah?
Absolutely, and I fully intend on it.
Have you ever had to use that like in a power cut or anything?
We haven't. Not
Okay.
yet.
Do you have a portable induction stove already?
I do
Good to
have
go?
a portable induction stove ready to go. Yes, indeed.
I love it. I love it. I'm so keen. I don't understand why Teslas don't. Well, actually, I do know why they don't have vehicles
Yeah,
load.
because they've got their Powerwall battery. They don't want you to...
Yeah. What am I
Although,
saying?
you know, they could use V2L but not do V2G or V2H.
True. That's true. I wonder if they will allow that at some point. What am I looking at?
Volvo.
A
EX.
Volvo, and I know that's a.
There was an electric
So
Volvo.
I love how Paula is actually doing what I do, which is probably really irritating to other people, where I play Spotto all the time with electric cars. But we have just seen a whole bunch coming down
We
King
have.
Street in Newtown. There you go.
We've seen a few.
Oh, thank you, Paula. This has been so interesting. And I absolutely love your car, and I love that you just. We have to do some shots of this car because you've got all these fabulous things around the vehicle to protect it and make it fabulous as well, which is just
I've
great.
got a dash mat. I've got little bin pockets in the door handles.
Oh,
The
yeah.
top with the top part there, which is normally open.
Yeah.
There's an organiser tray under here. Can you see that if I do that? I don't know. There's an organiser tray underneath in the bin there. Yeah, seats, floor mats, mud flaps on the outside.
And you've also got the reflective on the...
Reflective sheet. Yeah, they make a big difference, especially in summer.
Right.
Yeah.
So the shade isn't quite enough, you think?
No, because it's actually quite thin. The
Okay.
shade's quite thin, but yeah. But what I've started doing now is I've turned off the automatic closed doors or windows,
Right.
so I can leave the sunroof cracked open, and the hot air goes out through the cracked sunroof.
Ah, that's very smart. And do you think that the roof racks affect efficiency much?
I don't think so. We did do a weekend away to Hawk's Nest,
Yep.
and we got Atto 3, blue one.
You're so hilarious. You're just like me.
We went a weekend away to Hawk's Nest. We did stop and charge on the way there. I didn't need to,
Yep.
but it was the first time we'd used the roof pod, so I wanted to just make sure.
Take a ride up here.
Okay.
Yep.
We stopped at Cameron Park, just outside of Newcastle.
Yep. Oh, you went to the 350 kilowatt DC chargers there?
Yes, yeah, the EV chargers
Yep.
there.
Yeah. They're
Um,
fast.
Well, this one only goes to 88 kilowatts, but
Oh,
yes,
that's right.
which is, more than enough.
More than enough.
Because we plugged the car in, took the dogs with us because we had the dogs with us. We went around the corner to a cafe,
Yep.
had some lunch, and just before we were getting ready to pack up to leave, I got a notification the car had finished charging.
So does this car have an app?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I can start it remotely. I can start the aircon remotely, which is great.
And you can track the charging and see what's going on?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I can also track the location of the car
Yeah.
from the app.
See, that's the thing, isn't it? Some of those, well, quite a few cars just have no app, I've noticed that with the Cupra, I don't think it has anything.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even schedule charging.
This one you can set a charging schedule. They say it's actually better to set it in the car.
Okay. Why
But
is that?
at home I run Home Assistant on a little Raspberry Pi, and I schedule charging through that.
On a Raspberry Pi?
Yes,
What's that?
a little computer, a little tiny computer.
Oh, not an actual Raspberry Pi.
No,
I'm like, wait a second. Is this something here I don't know about food? Oh, brilliant. Look, I have to say I do have a soft spot for the BYDs. I think they make great cars. I just think build quality and their batteries, I think BYD is going to be the biggest car brand in the world by 2030.
the battery's certainly one of the safest batteries around. Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't seen it, BYD actually do a test where they drive a nail into their Blade battery and then put that battery into a car and drive off in it. And it doesn't catch fire.
No.
Just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Paula. You have been an absolute rock star. Yes, keep following, like, subscribe. Look, I remembered to say that. And there'll be more Ask an EV Owner very, very soon.